Katy Perry is going viral again for all the wrong reasons, and now we know exactly why she did this horrendous and cringe, embarrassing stunt inside of the massive Jeff Bezos.
What is going on with Katy Perry's Lifetimes tour, and why have so many US fans decided to sit this one out? Welcome to Violet Buzz. Today we unpack the numbers, the backlash, and whether the pop star can still flip the story in her favor. Half-filled venues, ticket prices dropping by the day, 2 canceled dates before the American leg even begins.
Shoving her hands down and up like you would if you were like a cheerleader. Now she's doing some sort of robot thing like your 5-year-old does. Oh my God, and then what? She just got picked up the way your 2 parents will pick you up when they're holding your hands and they're swinging you. And then she ends with a crotch shot.
Katy Perry's US tour is in trouble. After smashing sellouts across Australia, she's now staring at rows of empty seats at home. In Houston, her May 7th opener at the Toyota Center has sold barely half the house. Minneapolis looks even bleaker. Only 1/3 of the 20,000-seat Target Center is spoken for, and tickets start at just $75. The picture darkens further down the road. Austin's Moody Center on May 20th still shows a sea of unsold seats, while big May dates in Minnesota, Oklahoma City, and Denver also display glaring gaps on the seating charts. Managers hoped the California Girl magic would carry coast to coast, but right now, whole sections remain wide open, and the clock is ticking.
It looks like every single section in the arena is available for purchase. Let's zoom in here, shall we? Oh no. All the blue dots are available seats. You can see that there are lots of blue dots everywhere, including massive bricks of sections that would be just like completely and totally empty.
On April 14th, Perry joined Jeff Bezos for an 11-minute suborbital joyride. Internet reaction was swift and savage. Words like gluttonous, tone-deaf, beyond parody. Even fast food chain Wendy's piled on. Critics argued that flaunting a private rocket trip while many fans fight rising rent sent the wrong message. That negativity stuck, and memes of Perry kissing the landing pad still circulate every time a new block of seats goes unsold. Her comeback record titled 143 reunited her with controversial hitmaker Dr. Luke. Reviews were lukewarm, and some fans announced a personal boycott. Opening night in Mexico City, Perry unveiled choreography so stiff that TikTok nicknamed it the Robot Dance. Side-by-side edits with the Saturday Night Live character Doonies exploded, racking up more than 30 million views in a week. American wallets already absorbed record-setting tours from Beyoncé and Taylor Swift. Even $50 seats feel steep when fans have just paid $400 to see someone else.
But the whole purpose of it was promotion for her failing tour. The entire thing was a complete scam. That's why the only videos you saw of Katy Perry was her doing concert promotion.
January 31, US tickets go on sale. Early optimism fades when presale codes do not move the usual rush. On Instagram, the singer wrote that the internet can be a dumping ground for the unhinged and the unhealed. She said she feels like a human piñata, but added that therapy and gratitude keep her going. During her Mexico City encore, she even joked, "I went to space, and all I got was this lousy backlash." Crowd reaction was mixed. Some cheers, some awkward silence. Her team insists the tour will not shrink. "We owe a show to the people who bought early, and we intend to deliver." Sources close to the production tell the Times of India they have discussed curtaining off upper decks in certain cities to avoid the optics of empty seats. Merch bundles and last-minute 2-for-1 deals are already rolling out. Industry insiders call it papering the house, a tactic used to guarantee crowd energy for press photos. Lighting cues have been tweaked to focus cameras on the floor and lower bowl, so social clips do not reveal bare rows at the top. Katy faces non-stop criticism. Fans blast her spaceflight antics, and her clumsy cleanup attempts only pour fuel on the fire. Every new move seems to detonate in public view. Hoping to win back supporters who fled and to fill seats on her Lifetime's tour, she first blamed the outrage on sexism and misogyny. That refrain landed with a thud. Next came her public apology. She announced, "I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry to my world and to all the people that live on this earth." Yet seconds later, she pivoted, insisting critics simply failed to appreciate the great accomplishment her all-female crew achieved. She doubled down, saying the uproar proved growing sexism in this country. Listeners were stunned. The statement opened with regret, then morphed into a lecture. No wonder it felt like a sorry not sorry. Ticket sales reveal the cost. Major U.S. venues now show swaths of empty seats. Managers quietly study the red ink and brace for more drops. Meanwhile, satirical clips swarm every feed. Minecraft avatars flatten Disney princesses under banners reading, "Snow White got blocked." Rachel Zegler's meme frenzy has merged with Katy's, multiplying the chaos. Katy's new tactic? Fold the entire space theme into her tour. Spacesuit costumes, astronaut-style choreography, and Blue Origin shoutouts are already on the design boards. Critics fear that move will keep the controversy alive. Her apology continued, "Sometimes when you do something people think is impossible for women, you can overreact. I apologize if my emotions offended anyone." She then claimed the backlash made clear how badly women are treated. Again, she framed every complaint as anti-woman, dodging the real issue, her inflated astronaut comparison. Facts matter. Katy floated for maybe 90 seconds past the Kármán line before falling back to Earth. Real astronauts stay in space for months, face radiation, and tackle life-or-death missions. Even Blue Origin feels the sting. What was meant as glossy promotion has become a brand nightmare. Jeff Bezos must wonder if hosting a pop star in zero-G was worth this fallout. The broader pattern is clear. Celebrities now dodge blame, claim victim status, and deflect, turning minor flare-ups into roaring infernos. A simple, sincere apology might have ended this saga weeks ago. Instead, Katy charges forward, stitching rocket motifs into outfits and promising spiritual moments on stage. That choice may tether the backlash to her brand long after the launch countdown fades. Viewers remember her bold claim, "We actually face the same risks as every astronaut on the ISS." Experts called that idea absurd. She experienced one brief burst of weightlessness, nothing like 6-month stints in orbit. Fans once celebrated her relatability. Now they see a star who cannot admit she overreacted. Each new interview feels more detached from reality. Blue Origin hoped to normalize space tourism. Instead, the mission is now shorthand for celebrity grandstanding. Headlines focus on Katy's non-apology, not the promise of commercial space travel. A growing chorus notes the irony. Women have flown real missions since Valentina Tereshkova in 1963. Framing a tourist hop as historic progress insults pioneers who logged thousands of hours in orbit. Industry watchers tally the fallout. Tour merch projections slip. Sponsorship pitches wobble. Ex-fans post screenshots of unsold seats with captions like, "Ground control to ego trip." Katy keeps invoking women's empowerment, yet skirts the core complaint, bragging about a 1.5-minute float as if it were Apollo 11. Critics ask, why not simply say, "I got carried away," and move on? Instead, she repeats the same talking points, extending the news cycle. Marketing experts eye the numbers. Negative sentiment is trending upward across key demographics. The best-selling singles draw nostalgic streams, but new tracks struggle to chart. Public relations teams see a warning. When an apology is wrapped in self-defense, trust plummets. Viewers hear a sermon, not remorse. Investors whisper that Blue Origin might rethink celebrity passengers. The brand meant to symbolize bold futures now drags tabloid baggage. The saga shows how swiftly goodwill can evaporate when inflated claims, social media outrage, and weak damage control collide. One bold misstep and the spotlight flips from triumph to turmoil. Whether Katy's career rebounds or declines will hinge on one question. Can she offer a genuine mea culpa without excuses and realign with fans? In a world where perception shifts overnight, that admission might be the only launchpad back to solid ground. Katy Perry is scrambling, and her tour is blowing up for all the wrong reasons. Fans say the whole rollout feels rushed, lazy even, and the internet sees it. Now clips show Katy stumbling through stiff choreography and lip-syncing nearly the entire set. Observers gasp, her career is circling the drain. The brand new Lifetimes tour looks like a certified flop. I'm no Katy basher, I loved her early hits. Yet the moment she teased a comeback album with Dr. Luke, many supporters raised an eyebrow. 2 weeks after that headline-grabbing space hop, she launched this tour, and it's sputtering. Oddly, the album moved units, but the live shows reveal just how forced the whole project feels. Hard truth, does Katy honestly believe these new tracks rival her classic catalog? Watching her on stage, she seems miles away from the grounded artist we once cheered. Fame can build a bubble, and Katy may be floating inside one. Another sore spot is the heavy use of AI visuals. In an era when countless creatives beg for work, Perry's team leans on quick keyboard prompts to generate giant screen art. The results look off. Faces blur, proportions warp, And audiences notice. Critics call it lazy, a shortcut that robs real designers of a paycheck. The screen distractions can't hide weak choreography. Producers practically beg viewers to stare at swirling AI avatars instead of the lukewarm dance line. Some fans even fear their own likenesses are being fed into the generator without consent. Bottom line, the Lifetime's tour feels hollow. Phony images, flat moves, and a star who once set the pop world on fire, now struggling to keep the spark alive.